Take it in another way, because now we were only given a certain amount of information.
But okay, what happened to Con? They decided to move forward.
Exactly.
They decided.
But
can you see
as
it's
what you
control
were
at the end
saying,
of the day? It needs to
exactly,
go forward. That's what I'm
yes,
asking. 500
exactly.
years forward. Yeah, but it's still just we just singatoli answer for now. Yes, we just have to share ideas until song city. That's what we need at the end of the day. Because the answer I sing give a call.
Most definitely.
It's just good to convince you at least
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
You understand? You see? Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
People, like why you preach telling people to repent and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that someone said this to you at some point in your life?
They mean
some people were even laughing at you. You
heard
it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Every single one of those things I employ by
Yeah.
can guarantee you. You can even check that
Mm-hmm.
it's not there.
So this goes back to my point of saying, however somebody wants you to think of something, that's exactly what they are putting onto the media.
That's the way they're going to present.
Exactly. Now, the moment that they bring it out to you, and you see naked ladies, and you see,
I think mine is broad. I'm not focused on media. I'm focused on the mind.
Yeah, but now the way that they brought out naked ladies first to advertise soap, that soap you will always relate it to naked ladies, because that's the first thing that came to your head the moment that soap was being what?
How many of us watch soap and stuff?
There we go.
We don't get influenced the same way.
But now,
that's why I'm saying there will be someone who do magic in the future.
Yes, but
and
now
no one will believe, for instance, what this guy was saying.
You know, the problem is you do not know the company. Maybe some people know that.
Yes, that's the thing.
Now, it's information. Anything I rather from now to the next 5 years, who's a really trader?
Yes,
you will.
But 20 years ago, this was not possible.
There we go.
It was a different age back then.
Yes, correct.
Do you know of something called stair-step evolution?
What is that?
Stair-step evolution.
What is it all about?
Just from now in Egypt.
Okay.
Egypt, let's do it in science. I'm a primal shelters. So it's all just civilization.
Sure.
Stair-step evolution.
Okay.
Just from nowhere. That was trying age there. Then over the dark ages, stuff like that. But now it's the information age. It was a comparison of how information even to at the time. You know, for you to find is under a pyramid or something of that sort, like archaeological findings.
Correct.
At the time, if you discovered it in Egypt, only a phone or any laptop, our people called it at this point, I would say maybe Yama books or marketing. But at the time, I was attached, I would process the information and then you distribute. It was much longer compared to right now. Information that you can grasp, like which is within your grasp at the moment.
That's when they started selling information, selling education, right?
And at that point in time, there was no way of having evidence that the occurrence happened this way. The only evidence that you had was your mouth. How you are going to tell, oh, it happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now there's evidence. You know what's the evidence? Your phone. It has got a camera. You can take a video of that occurrence And when they say something different, you show them, no, guys, that's not true. This is the evidence that it happened like this.
So, as you guys were saying earlier, of
Yeah.
electricity, like some sort of energy. If one some sort of witchcraft, singayifaka under if there was a certain criteria, guys, definitely guarantee to be born every under item of witchcraft.
Correct.
I'm sure witchcraft will be some stuff with you look at the mirror, talk to something, talk.
You understand?
Nowadays you can speak to someone in Spain right now.
Exactly. How do you explain that?
How is this a different concept from Invetunalala?
How
You know,
How
picture,
they
when
portrayed
might
it
see
to you.
just the image,
Yeah.
just it, but it's much more than that.
Correct. That's so true.
When I about it's just a picture,
Mm.
I mean that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, but I think it's not.
It's something more.
Sort of a time capturing machine. Look at it.
Mm.
If video on hands a man,
Capturing
in 1931, but then I chance.
mm,
But then I was with you
capturing a moment, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Let's go back. We're talking about different things. Asiyenze nibe simple nje. Asibuyele emuva ngizobuza the same question. Maybe imagine nizoyisho in a different term. Why anything on the limited? Because let's just look around with it. It's just ideas. Umuntu had to just to show that you can come with something that never existed. You'll be the first to do that. And look how many ideas of human beings around you. To show you that now in a man you're still living. You have to make a living. You have to come up with something different.
So are you thinking of something that's on, like something that's not there? Is what you say, or is it something that already exists?
I feel like it's us.
Does it exist or does it not?
I feel like the way you was explaining, the creator is unlimited, which is my mind. We create. Like we make God. All of us, we come from some, and we are just like whatever that is surrounding us, the nature, it's part of God itself, like giving birth to something else out of nothing else, of like a different thing, you know? Like in rice, for instance, more shit has been puma in shandis, what you call a minute. It's a living thing, but it was a dry thing, we die with and stuff. You understand? It's just like us, human. Exactly, it's just like the mind itself. It's we created something enempilo kahle to an extent ukuthi abantu bazamile ukcreate umuntu abalungu, for instance, to an extent bathi they got to a point bayenza ama-dolls. That's how they came up with these dolls and stuff. They tried to create a human being from
scratch.
Yeah, like creating a camera and a phone, but look at lo shy rice uyenzile into ephila at the end of the day. Yeah, but so that's so.
So, Andrew, okay.
Yeah.
Discovery.
To see the limitation in my mind, another human, yeah, bound in some way.
Exactly. That's why I need to so okay, we make one. Any ukuthi
Do you think that's the case with the tigers, cats, or any other thing?
siyacaba. Exactly.
Humans are the smartest. Is it not?
That for those animals is written in their.
How smart can you be if you're like this thing is not smart?
See now,
That's why
humans
we
are
all
different.
make one
Yeah.
as in nature.
Yes.
We all make one. we produce a certain energy sisonke in a certain way.
Humans were accommodated. No, that's what I think.
Now, what happens with humans is that there's a whole lot to withhold. Too much in the world. So, now, whatever is written on your mind, you figure out when you're about to die, right? To say, oh God, I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, this was the most amazing life, right? At that point that you are recalling everything, right? You don't want to overload. Because that's a lot of memories that you are recalling at that point you're about to die. You don't want to overload. So those memories you were getting them while you were leaving, right?
Yeah.
And that's how far you can go. That's how far you can go, because if you go any further than that, you get an overload. So that's why when it comes down to earth, you don't have much memories on your head. You make them while you leave from a certain age that you can keep the memory.
But in a sinalento lena like
This is a memory. I already have it in my head. I will one day, we will one day recall this day. We will one day recall this
that
day.
will be the past. That's why we'll
Exactly.
remember it.
This is exactly.
But now you can't remember
capturing
what's
it.
gonna.
But you can't remember.
Well, yeah, you can't remember the future.
Obviously, because I have to create it. No, not create it as in like create the day, create,
But
take
here's
under
the
from
thing I'm
them,
saying
put them
about
in.
the
No.
mind. Look, guys. Look. This
You can
is
plan
the perfect
tomorrow.
example.
But you can't.
You can plan tomorrow. You're gonna come. So you telling me?
plan tomorrow. But that's
Exactly.
the way I'm explaining that the mind is not limited. Imagine this. How come you have the power to plan in 5 years you want to finish this? How sure are you gonna be there?
You're not sure. But
But
now,
you created that in your mind.
exactly,
So
because you work towards it. You work towards
you
it.
do.
So the moment that you work towards something is that you are planting a seed.
Yes, the
Of
same
that.
thing. This is the
So
mind.
if
Who
you-
planted this? Wasn't
if
it
you-
who-
If you now
who
take
took
that
the
chicken,
decision?
that small chicken, say I'm gonna eat this in a year's time. Okay, what you do for that chicken to grow, right, is actually the
The song it is so gay. See they are.
And killer, when I'm to creator,
Mhm.
I sit in the
I'm not me party one. I'm part of this song. As much as we are creating now, sihlanganisile uNkulunkulu a certain portion.
This is other way of exploring itself, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. As much as sinida ihlahla, sinida, you must take care of the animals and stuff.
Now it's making sense.
You understand? So we need all that connection. That's why city the most hate and the most
separate.
and kuba nani i-hate into basitshela ukuthi i-hate, right?
Yeah.
Kuba ne and manje kukhosana lento le negative.
Exactly. Damn.
And
That's
manje yazi
messed
man.
up.
And we try to generate this energy ukuthi siphumelele, not create manje siyayiphula laphayana. So because lento le ukuphula i-energy laphayana.
Yeah.
You understand? Abantu abane-energy currency bathukile. Now it's another energy transmitted to them.
Conflation.
You check. That's how I can explain it. It's that's how powerful it is. So this thing it's us really at the end of the day. Yabo?
Yeah.
But I still don't think I want to.
You don't think about it?
Even the Bible itself
Yeah.
has different stories of creation.
Yeah.
We were not unlimited.
Kanjani? Continue
Yabona
story.
ukuthi uzayicala isasa lwezayenzakala so umuntu ikubona wayicala lo muntu ozadayisa uzodayisa isikhathi sikaso
So.
Wayifunda incwadi yempilo yakhe la.
Yeah, ukuthi ufuna ube kahle.
They live like Tinta.
Ufika
They manipulate matter.
That's the thing.
ikwasi limit yakhona kuphela ukwazi uqamula ndani wena ukwazi kuphela into osukhona
wayelitshengisa general ukuthi lingawenza. That's why I
Ingakuyenza
was
but akula muntu kade even noma kuthiwa
Oh.
You have a different one. Others. Yeah.
That's right. Because as I was saying, with I'm an architect. If I were to draw a plan, there's nothing I can do with that plan. What can I do? Because I'm so built or anything.
You see,
So funangala someone, you know,
that's the mind. Ila puhlanganisa yabo. As
And
much
they-
as you create
and
a
they-
compound,
and they
you're
speak-
generating a certain energy.
They
kule
speak
yo
and write in
compound.
a different language than we understand.
Right.
Builders and architects and whatnot. They speak in a different. I mean, language in the sense of how they write. How their drawings mean a lot of things than what our drawings mean. So, as
Yeah.
and a person that did not get into that part, you'll be like, okay, what's going on here? What's this? But now, if you give it to someone that went into that part, they will understand. Okay, here it's
This is. No, this is true.
That's why
that's the reason why, as humans, when you are born with a different attribute. In the sense of, you are a good basketball player, you are a good soccer player, you will be good in the classroom, you will be good behind in politics. You get all of that not just by waking up one day and say, I want to be this, I want to be this. No, it's something that you are born for. Yes, there's a process
As much
to
as people say they
build
were
towards
born for
that.
that.
Yes,
It's not like they just chill and
exactly.
There's
They
certain
work
clutches that
they
they
work
had
towards it because they know that's what they're good at. That's what they want to do, so they have to work towards it.
Andrew, I wanted to ask something.
You see.
Ama skills now are unique. Like it's like abantu are drawn towards working together
Yeah.
to achieve something. I think this, someone would say, this was true in ancient times.
Yeah.
Now, back then, you could only learn to be a builder by how? Maybe I do not know. All a script, manuscript or something, or clay tablet, tailor my instructions.
Sure.
So one person will have it and he has to teach someone, learn and teaches wherever. But now you have YouTube. Do you think our skills are like working as a group is it still as effective as it was back then, like working alone, maybe? Yeah. Or you want in nowadays, this stage.
Okay, here's the thing.
Some people
Here's the thing.
Depends on what it
This
is
how
that
I
you want to
define
do
it.
better.
That's how I define it. You see, right now, it's different from back in the days. Back in the days, maybe I would need 3 people to handle all this. But with the technology that we have, it assists us to do those things without those people. But someone had to come with an idea. Someone else.
But those people paved the way.
Yes, but this guy came with an AI that can help me do my work faster. It's an idea. He sold something that can resolve my problem quicker and no pain. Imagine right now I had to pay like 3 people, but I can do it alone now. With my phone, I can control maybe 3 cameras.
The
But
power of
I
artificial
you
intelligence.
understand? You're in control of everything. Maybe you're recording alone or you're doing something. Nowadays, you do it alone. I mean, how many people are being actors on TikTok, for instance?
So now you're saying working as a group is not effective as it was back then.
It is effective. In both ways, you're still using human idea.
But it
Using
gets
a camera, it's someone's idea. So I'm using someone.
But this
I'm
is an
paying him
idea
by
ancient
buying that
time.
camera.
It's from back then, from a different age. Camera, how old is the camera compared to people nowadays?
It was created by a human. Okay, for instance, Battery. You know? Back in the days, no money and all that. But now someone came with an idea of cutting the cost and the time that you need in a day. Imagine you have to move from here to somewhere else to buy someone just bread in that morning. So you have to wake up what time and walk. There's no transport. Isn't it with taking it to back in the days? You have to wake up, or you have to take your chicken. Well, yeah, isn't it? You have to go take your chicken to go party, to go chill with that person and all that. Fast forward. Let's just fast forward. Right now, you need that. I need this. We can transact that thing and save time of me traveling and coming there. And that was someone the idea. There's someone who came with the car, and someone also had to come up with a better idea to show you that we are not limited. We will forever create on top of something.
Damn.
We are still using someone's idea, which is inheritance to their kids. Whenever you're doing this, you're still producing. That's why they say we want to leave legacy and all that.
Royalties.
It's power. It's you just wanna. I don't know how I can say it, but the tree doesn't get tired of producing and producing. And if you put a seed there, my man, it's gonna grow.
Yeah.
Just like us, you're still gonna. As much as these people get rich and they still wanna be billionaires. After be billionaire, you wanna
It's going to end.
want to yeah. This because something with no end, like it's slave, mate. You can say that. So that was my answer to that question. I don't know if I answered you.
No, not that. No.
Took it to another level. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I think of these things, you know. Situations. We
They're
are the
always
creator.
different.
We are the creator. We decided right now to be here and do something that because here we thought of what? Sharing information. He's gonna influence his people, you're gonna influence your people with the information you believe that is good. So you see that it's just
Moving forward,
yes.
bit by bit.
To an extent that education right now it's being decentralized. It's on YouTube. It's for free.
Almost skills.
Someone killed someone's business. Like I'm gonna give education for free. Fuck you. Schools, you know.
There's some crazy stuff. But now
But
it will
there's a
also
catch on there.
exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's how it is. There's
So,
always it's
You see
the
all that
human
time
mind.
that we were spending at school, from Monday to Friday,
Right.
going to school every morning.
Yeah.
It was teaching us something. So now, if you're going to do homeschooling, you now have to make sure that you include that part of walking to school every morning, every day. You have to make sure that it is incorporated into that homeschooling system because it was teaching something very crucial. That walk in the morning was teaching that child something.
What? Yeah.
Being persistent.
In
Being persistent. They need to be persistent for them to get to school. When they get to a road and then the road is quite busy, there's a lot of traffic, they cannot go through. This guy will be like, no, I've tried. I'm going back home. I tried enough.
I think this is something even babies like possess naturally.
It's not really natural.
Try
not.
taking like something from you but
Mm.
you don't tell Faisal.
Yeah, because they feel entitled to that. It's in their hands, you take it from their hands, which means you will return it to their hands, right?
But the level of persistence is
on another level.
But yeah, because they know I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm
so
gonna
you
get
see
it.
how natural it is because no one taught you that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they are like that exactly. Why?
Because it's
You see.
those are things that they catch on to real
You
quick.
don't have to be taught that.
No one's
Yeah.
teaching them. They see in the process that happens every morning, every day, every hour,
No,
right?
basically we are all entitled. Actually.
Because they from a certain age, that's when they pick that up. They don't just out of the womb and then they start using that. No,
Okay.
it's at a certain age.
How about Dugu? How about Dugu?
Because it's a necessity. Do you know that those kids that are just born like right from birth, the only way they show that they are hungry is by crying. That's how they know how to show that they are hungry. They cry, and then
But with their
it's
mouth
it's
also.
it's the discomfort. It's the discomfort that's inside of them. They just feel that there's something that's missing inside their stomach, and last time they cried and it started feeling better. That's how they get it into a process, and they start doing it over and over again. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's why environment also, the other point that you were giving out earlier, bro. The environment also dictates on how your life goes. Yeah, it does. Your environment, it dictates how your life goes. How? I do not think that we would be here right now if we didn't grow up in an environment with people that are that share ideas, that talk to each other about their ideas. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and that as well.
It's our person.
Exactly, but it's the environment as well, because now if you hadn't gotten to an environment like this, you wouldn't be able to be like, okay, cool, that's cool, let's do this. You start by thinking about it. Okay, I've never done this before. Why am I doing this? Why do they want to do this? But now, because you grew up in an environment where you are able to invite new ideas, that's the moment that you understand, oh, okay, yeah, let me just try.
It seems like something already exists within you.
Yeah.
You're not taught that by the environment. It just stimulates you to react to produce such an emotional reaction.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not the environment.
Damn.
You are the creator. You choose to do that.
He's still sticking to that, bro. He's still stuck to that.
You choose.
Damn, bro.
You choose to be like that.
But
yeah, we're gonna hear from the people.
Yeah.
Comment and
How they.
Like,